What is up, everyone? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday. Wow, it is actually pretty bright and sunny out here in California, if you ask me. And I'm actually pretty happy about it after having such rainy and cloudy days. Well, anyways, we have a lot of juicy stories to cover on today's episode of the Jose Show, so now let's get started. So let's start off with Jason Derulo, who happened to get involved in an altercation yesterday in Vegas. Apparently, Jason Derulo got in a fight with someone at a Las Vegas strip resort, but the singer, dancer, and TikTok star was not arrested or given a summons, police said. Las Vegas police said in a statement that an altercation was reported after 2 a.m. at a nightclub at the Aria Resort and that Derulo committed a battery against two individuals. No injuries were reported by police. Emails to Derulo's agent and manager seeking comment were not immediately returned Tuesday. Media reports, including video posted on celebrity website TMZ, said Derulo, 32, struck at least one person near an escalator after someone cursed him and called him by the name of another musician, Usher. In quote, the victims did not want to press charges against Derulo, police said, and Derulo was told by hotel security to leave the property under a trespass order. Police said no police report was taken because the people involved did not want to prosecute. Derulo has sold millions of songs since 2009 and has 11 platinum singles, including Wiggle, Talk Dirty, Want to Want Me, and What You Say. Okay, so this is my opinion about the whole entire situation that happened. In my personal opinion, I feel like this was ridiculous because there literally was no reason for Jason Derulo to go off on that guy that called him Usher or that even cursed at him. There really was no reason. The only thing Jason Derulo could have done was ignore him and kept on walking. You know, especially because he was out in public at a hotel in Vegas. And in my personal opinion, I feel like if somebody calls you by a name that you don't want to be called or mistakes you for somebody else, especially somebody that you might not even like, the best thing you can do is either correct them or just ignore them. You know? So I feel like this really went too far, in my opinion, what he did. And I honestly feel like Jason Derulo was really lucky to not get prosecuted for what he did, because he could have easily gotten prosecuted for beating up a guy just because the guy called him by Usher and cursed at him. So I feel like this right here was just a red flag for Jason Derulo right here, that he could have gotten prosecuted, especially because police were at the scene of the situation. So this was just very, very scary to even see, because I myself even saw the video on TMZ and I was like, oh my god, this is ugly. This is just bad. You know, so this right here is definitely something that we all need to learn from as well as people, that we as people, we cannot go off on others just because they're calling us by a certain name, or just because you know, or just because someone just doesn't like us or whatnot. You know, this is for us to learn that we as people, we have to do better. We have to be more mature about situations like this, and most importantly, stay out of trouble. So that's my take on this. And I mean, Also, in my personal opinion, there ain't nothing wrong with being um, mistaken with Usher. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever because, I mean, Usher's a talented dude. He's an awesome singer, person, you know, so there is nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's what happened, unfortunately, yesterday at Las Vegas. So now, from Jason Derulo getting into so much trouble to now something else. Well, now let's talk about Tristan Thompson. Well, Tristan Thompson confirms that he's the father of Marley Nichols' son and issues an apology to Khloe Kardashian. Well, Tristan Thompson is, um, as we all know, someone that used to date Khloe Kardashian. And, well, apparently, he went onto Instagram and he left a huge apology note to Khloe Kardashian on his Instagram. And he said, in quote, "Today, paternity test results reveal that I fathered a child with Marley Nichols. I take full responsibility for my actions," he wrote via Instagram stories. And he also said, "Now that paternity has been established, I look forward to amicably raising our son." He kept on going, and then he said, "I sincerely apologize to everyone I've hurt or disappointed throughout this ordeal, both publicly and privately." And then a second text post was shared via his Instagram story with an apology dedicated solely to Khloe Kardashian, saying, in quote, "Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I have caused you. You don't deserve the way I have treated you over the years." And then he went on and said, "My actions certainly have not lined up with the way I view you. I have the utmost respect and love for you, regardless of what you may think. Again, I am so incredibly sorry." That's what he said to Khloe Kardashian. Okay, so my opinion on this is I feel like I'm glad that he was a man to apologize for what he did, especially for sleeping with another woman. But at the same time, if Tristan Thompson decides to get back together with Khloe Kardashian or decides to even, try to fix things up with Khloe Kardashian, um, then I feel like Tristan Thompson just has no shame at all. And I feel like Khloe Kardashian should not accept him at all anymore, because when there is an affair going on, especially when there is a child being involved in another relationship behind your back, then that's when things are getting very serious, very ugly. Things are getting extremely um, um, bad. And of course, that's when you find out that that person doesn't really love you. That person is just making you look like an idiot, and that person is just basically um, preferring somebody else over you. That's what it basically is. And another thing that I notice is that, why sleep with someone that's not loyal to you? Why date someone that's not loyal to you? Why be with someone that will go off and say one thing but then they will do another behind your back? See, that right there is just the worst thing ever. So, and I feel like in a relationship, I mean, it should be that one woman and one man, or whatever you want to call it. in a relationship, period. Um, um, both people need to be loyal to one another. They should not be cheating to one another. They should not be doing anything bad behind each other's backs at all. You know, relationship is about loyalty, period. You know, so this is not a game. In my opinion, this is something that should be taken seriously. And, you know, that's all I gotta say. That is all I gotta say. And you know what? I wish nothing but luck to Khloe Kardashian on this situation that she's going through, and let's see what happens next. Okay, so now from Khloe Kardashian to now Bachelor Nation's Blake Horstman. Well, Blake Horstman is dating Love is Blind alum Giannina Gibelli. They're keeping things private, apparently. Well, a crossover romance is going on here because apparently Blake Horstman is, you know, dating someone from another show called Love is Blind. And the Colorado native 32 and the Netflix personality 28 are keeping things private because they are exploring their connection. Well, as they are exploring their connection. Eagle-eyed social media users began to wonder whether a relationship was brewing between the reality stars after they appeared to upload a handful of photos from similar locations, including A5 Steakhouse in Denver, which they both recently tagged in their respective Instagram stories. Some fans went even further to connect the dots, spotting Blake's bathroom and patio furniture in some Giannina's Instagram uploads. The new couple also seemed to pose in front of similar wooden barrels while ringing in 2022. And then the Venezuela native, who happens to be Giannina Gibelli, she said in a quote on her Instagram, repeat after me, I am about to walk into the best year of my life. And then a lot of her followers were believing that they were going to be seeing a background of one of Blake's a lot of her followers ended up believing that the both of them were going to end up getting married, and that things were going to get more and more juicy between the both of them. So I mean, this is actually pretty interesting, though, how the relationship is going on here. Pretty interesting. I mean, in my opinion, though, I feel like since they are being so confident about 2022 being the best year ever, or the best year in a while, I feel like there might be a wedding going on in the works here between the both of them. Because I mean, it really seems like the both of them love each other. It really seems like the both of them are happy with one another. You know, which I think would be very dope, by the way, if the both of them got married. But here's the thing, though. I feel like since the both of them, you know, are happy in everything, and unfortunately in life, things could turn around. You never know. I hate to sound negative, but unfortunately, I have a feeling that maybe that relationship might not even last, and maybe it might just turn around and the both of them might change their minds. And then, especially because they're both in the TV industry, where they're gonna eventually bump into many other people out there that are good looking, and this and that, then they're gonna end up changing their minds, and then they're gonna get sick and tired of each other, and then, you know, next thing we know it, they break up. You know, so that's the reason why I'm saying is that maybe it could turn a different direction in the near future. We never know. So this is why this is why I am sounding negative, but at the same time I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to be real here. So I personally feel like I hope the best of luck for them in their relationship, and I really hope that there is wedding going on. There are wedding bells going on sooner or eventually, and that, you know, this relationship gets to last. That's all I hope, and especially because the both of them are coming from TV shows, and the both of them are, you know, the both of them are seeking each other's love. So that's all I have to say in this situation between Blake Horseman and Giannina Gibelli. But yeah. So anyways, that is it for today's show, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be gossiping more about more interesting stuff about what's going on with anything else. So till next time.